Greetings, everyone. It's me, Chandra, and
It's me, Steve. Wow, we have not filmed something in a very long time.
we are, of course, Machina Corpse, the very quiet company this year. But we've been busy crafting and figuring out things and making comics and things like that.
That's what I figured we would do a little update video and just talk about what happened, what happened to the channel, what happened to comics, what have we been doing in the year of COVID.
Yeah, we started strong.
We did start strong. I look back at the end of last year, which was all working on Kickstarter and first offerings. Back in October to November, we had successfully funded our first comic, first offerings. Working on that through the winter. January is when I started the YouTube page with the Let's Make Comics series. I don't know, there was this like burst of just creativity and excitement.
Yeah,
and
you were really rolling with that.
yeah, we had Let's Make Comics going, and then sketchbook dissections, and Once Upon a Midnight Gaming, and we're doing like 3 videos a week, and working on comics, and I was getting ready for Have Heart, and there's such a huge combination of so many things that happened between COVID, between you moving here, between the horrible presidency and election, and just overdoing it, doing too much too fast.
Right. And I mean, like, having a different, like, change and adjustment to, like, the pandemic world at this moment, like, that really does affect energy and changes how you do things, especially, like, you working from home in your day job. And then me coming in July, yes, I am now here in Connecticut, it totally changes the whole flow of how things go.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, life isn't what it used to be.
No, there's been so many changes. Just changes in schedule, changes in the way we interact with the world. I frequently say to Chandra, I kind of miss just going out to a cafe to write for 3 hours on, a weekend morning. Like, you can't really do that anymore. So you got to get used to working strictly from home on the couch. And I've been focusing more on working on Have Heart. So we kind of quickly went over what the past year has been. So summer, we've been working on comic stuff. The YouTube stuff kind of slowed to a crawl at one point, and I decided I needed to recharge my batteries. Even now, I don't think we can go back to 3 videos a week. I have to just kind of pick and choose what I'm going to focus on. So right now I'm working on 2 comics, which I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, so we want to get back to doing the channel. This is our little update. Kind of bringing it back to life as we so love to do.
Bringing it from the ground.
Reanimating the channel. Probably focus more on comic book stuff. I love doing Once Upon a Midnight Gaming.
Me too.
Let us know if you like that stuff. It's a lot of fun to do, and it gives us an excuse to play games we might not play otherwise.
You let us know in the comments down below or in our social medias. Don't forget, we're out there. Machina Corpse, at Machina Corpse.
That's right, at Machina Corpse, at Spooky Chan, at CVMon. Definitely give us a follow.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want to see. We're probably going to do more Let's Make Comic stuff. It feels like that's something that we can kind of offer, that we can kind of provide our unique insight there. There's a million gaming channels. Twitch is blown up with gaming stuff, so I don't know, if you want to see it, let us know. Otherwise, it's kind of like shouting into a very crowded room, whereas there are things that we feel we can contribute and maybe have more meaningful impact. So that's kind of our focus. Maybe once or twice a month doing videos as opposed to every week, let alone multiple times a week.
Also, let us know if you like sketchbook dissections. That might also be on the back burner too, because we're going to focus more on how to make comics and other art minded videos. Not to say that sketchbook dissections are not art related, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of us looking at what we've done over the past year and saying, okay, what's the best thing we're doing here? What's the most meaningful? What's the most productive thing to be spending our time on? So that's kind of what we came to. If you disagree, if you have anything specific you want to see, by all means let us know. We'll definitely listen. So yeah, doing that, I'm working on a new comic book pitch that I'm kind of sending out into the world while still doing Have Heart, which you may have noticed dropped from doing updates of 4, 5, 6 pages every week. That's down to 1 a week. Specifically because when I first launched it as a webcomic, I wanted to dive into the world and I wanted you to get used to what the style is, what the characters are, what it was going to be like. It's really hard doing that, doing like 1 page every week. Like by now we'd just be getting to the end of the first chapter or something. So I wanted to dive in. Now I'm kind of easing back and still updating, which you can find. I posted on my Twitter account at Steve Emond. You can also find it on Webtoons. You can find it on Tapas and on haveheartcomic.com if you want to go read the archives. So give that a follow. Let me know if you're enjoying that. That's going to keep coming. And I'm working on another pitch that I'm getting ready to send out. Something Chan's going to be coloring. It's pretty exciting. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but it's just an idea I had that I was really passionate about. Lots of ideas were flowing, so I kind of drew up some pages, came up with a few issue storylines, came up with a big overall plot, and I'm ready to kind of send that out into the world, see how that does.
It's really good.
It's really good. So that's something that I've been working on while not presenting to YouTube. I've been trying to do more illustration work, which again you can see on my social media stuff. So as for Chandra,
me, I've been surviving this year.
The big update, she's been surviving. She's
surviving.
Still alive.
No, I've been doing some character designs for a pitch. I can't talk about it, I can't show it, so it's like I'm doing nothing. But I'm doing something. Also, we're preparing for the God Machine.
Right.
The big relaunch of the series and the new book. And we're setting in motion the Kickstarter that was supposed to happen in October, was going to happen in the beginning of next year.
This year was just not cooperating on any level with us.
Nothing.
Originally, right now, we'd be in the midst or just ending a Kickstarter we were planning. But yeah, we're kind of taking the God Machine, which is Chandra's life project. That's her big thing. I've heard her talk extensively about it. I feel like the world has seen maybe 0.1% of what's in her head for this epic series. We're trying to relaunch it under Machina Corps. Ideally get to a point where she can do volume 2, 3, 4 and
so
on. First we got to relaunch it with the first one. We're trying to make it as new and exciting to read. If you've read it already, if you haven't, you're in for a treat, and we're going to talk a lot more about it. If you have read it, all kinds of new stuff going on. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Oh, of course. So you've read the original. We'll assume that. If you haven't, you're still in for a treat. You've read it, and you're like, wow, I love this book. Here we go. You're probably upset that I'm going to make you re-buy the book, but it's okay. Because there's going to be new revised text. One of the things that I had as a difficulty with doing this new version is that I wanted to get it relettered. Well, I didn't have the old scripts anymore. So I decided to transcribe it, and I was like, oh, I'll fix a couple of things here and there. Well, I fixed the entire book. I rewrote a good percentage of it. It's still the same story, but now story bits are tweaked. Things aren't as 2000-y as they were because it's a little problematic. I admit that. I was a 20-something-year-old writing in the 2000s. It's a weird time. So now this new revised text reflects a little bit more about myself and my sensibilities as a writer and these characters and where we're going in the world. Now we're bringing on a new letterer, more on that later, a brand new logo.
Which is really beautiful.
And we're also going to have extended scenes.
New pages.
New pages. And probably some other things.
Yeah, we're trying to make it as fun and exciting, as beautiful and awesome as the comic deserves. This is in our hands, so it's up to us to make this as pristine and cool looking and awesome as it can be.
There's no longer a middleman, it's us.
Right, so this is definitely really exciting, and we are getting close. We're having brainstorming meetings, looking at funding, what everything's going to cost, planning that all out. We're going to do more fun videos, and
we're going to do process videos for the YouTube, getting into a little behind the scenes stuff. But if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff, check out my Patreon. That's Spooky Chan. There's always like process videos over there that are a little bit more in depth. But definitely we're going to do some other like behind the scenes stuff for this YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we just wanted to give you guys a quick update because we've been quiet for a bit. We're working our butts off. We're going to continue to. All this stuff that we're working on is eventually going to come into fruition. But in the meantime, we're going to try to make some more videos, be more present, be online, follow us on our social medias.
If you have any requests for like Kickstarter rewards for the upcoming Kickstarter, please leave it down in the comments, or remember, at Spooky Chan, at Steve Emond, at Machina Corpse. Let us know. And anything else, like if we're doing a good job, bad job, what could we be doing better?
Alright, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. We haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.
The lifeblood of a YouTuber.
Don't forget to ring the bell.
Stay spooky.
Ooh, bye.